So on this video, guys, we're going to talk about strength cycles and how they work, okay? So hopefully give you a bit more information about what we do here, strength cycle wise, and why I can pretty much guarantee that you're going to get results from it, okay? So as a 3 month long, so I'll write a 3 month linear cycle, it's called, which is designed to get results if you're coming at least 3 times a week. So ideally we would do it over a shorter space of time than 3 months, but because for a lot of people who are only going to be coming about 3 times a week, I span this out over 3 months, okay? So what we're going to do is when we start this, when you first come off the foundation course, we might not be too bothered about these percentages, and we're just going to get you lifting and try and get you lifting nice and technical, and we'll just slowly build the weight until we get to a test phase, and then we'll test all your 1 rep maxes and 3 rep maxes and things like that, okay? But to start with people that have done this and have set their 1 rep maxes, we're then going to start out at a lower percentage of that, so quite a low percentage, where we can drill all the lifts and the techniques and the form. So we don't want mega weight on this now at the moment, where you know you're so worried about lifting the weight that any technique happens to lift it. What we want to do is at the beginning is spend a good month to 2 months of working on moving really well with this weight, so that we're drilling in how to lift properly, okay? And this goes for experienced lifters too. They will get in bad patterns, and they should reprogram what they're doing so that they're lifting perfectly. Then as the 3 months go on, over that 3 months, I'm gonna change the reps and sets as the weight increase. So what I want to do is just keep it at the same old sets and reps. So what I mean by sets and reps is, reps is the amount of times you're going to lift that weight, okay? So if it was 5 reps, on deadlift, you would do 5 deadlifts, okay? The sets is how many times you go back and repeat that process after you've had a rest. So if it was 5 sets of 5 reps of deadlift, you would do 5 deadlifts, and then you would have a rest. So if we're working with a partner, maybe they put slightly different weight on for them, and they do their 5 lifts, change the barbell over, and then you be back on, do your 5 lifts. So you're doing a set and then you're getting a rest, okay? So I'll write all those, the reps, sets, and the percentages that I want you lifting. You just need to kind of know the percentages, which box mate will work out for you, and load the correct weights on the bar, okay? And it's as easy as that, and then lift the weights. All the time the coaches will come around and make sure you're lifting properly. So as that weight has progressed over the 3 months, the way we do this is because this is going to get maximum adaptation for your muscles. So this is going to get you strong, but we need to get you strong safely, okay? And then towards the end of the cycle, it's going to get real heavy, okay? So I'm going to get you lifting weights close to what you could lift once before for multiple lifts. All right, so we're going to be really, really having to work hard. And you need to kind of get out of this habit of thinking, oh, that's heavy, I can't lift it. Just go for it. Just so long as the form's there and you're not doing anything really bad, then we're happy with that, and we'll see what you lift. But yes, at this end of the cycle, things are going to feel heavy, okay? Everything is going to feel really heavy. But this is where the work's done. This is where you're stressing your body and your muscles and your joints, and they're having to adapt to that. So they're having to say, whoa, they keep on doing this to me, I need to get stronger. I need to start getting these muscle fibers stronger, getting these joints stronger, so I can push this weight, because they are not stopping doing this. Okay, so you just need to kind of, towards the end, just understand that it will get heavy, but I will not write anything on that board that anybody's not capable of doing, okay? And the coaches are here to give you the encouragement to get that work done. So once we've done that and we get up towards it, it'll be really, really hard, but you will get there. And now we're going to do test phases. So the test phases are going to be 1 month long, okay? And in that test phase, we'll test everything. So all your weightlifting, so the Olympic lifts, the power lifting, you know, those front squats, those back squats, maximum pull-ups, so moving on to all the gymnastics stuff, pull-ups, handstand press-ups, whichever version we're on, yeah, because remember, everyone's on a different scaling for now. So we test all of those, press-ups, burpees, the whole lot. We test them all to see how much you've improved. And we also test all your aerobic capacity stuff. So things like your 2K row, 2K ski, 1K row, on the assault bikes, even 1 mile run, things like that. We test all those so that we can see in 3 months how much we've improved you. And if you don't believe me, speak to the members in here. They will tell you how much they've improved. From when they first walk through the door to their 3-month point, massive improvements. To the 6-month point, huge improvements, okay? This stuff works, but you've just got to keep coming and keep working to it, all right? There will also be, definitely at the end of the test phases, a deload phase, okay? The deload phase is so important, but I think people think because I'm not putting loads of strength stuff in again that it's not, they feel almost as if they're not training hard. All right, that's bull. The deload phases are so important, more important than the rest of it if I'm being completely honest, all right? So the deload phases are when we're just gonna keep the weights nice and low. We might work more on technique, even empty barbell stuff for high reps, just to program stuff in, or we just leave weightlifting altogether and we'll just have like a couple of cardio sort of weeks and things like that where we're keeping things moving, we're doing a lot of stretching and we're just enjoying being fit. Okay, but the main purpose of this now, right, is we need to let the CNS, the central nervous system, so all your nerves, okay, calm the hell down. It has just been smashed over 3 months, progressively having to lift heavier weights to the point where it's just lifted weights that it's never lifted before. Your central nervous system is like pissed off with you, big time. It's like, what are you doing to me? So we need to give it a little holiday, okay? So we need to let it calm down, okay? We also use it to forget any bad movement patterns we've been in. So we've seen this a lot with different things. So with lifts, where it's like, I just can't seem to get my deadlift right. It's because you're focusing on it too much and you're not gonna forget to not do that. So sometimes you just need to leave stuff. You know, typical one with this is double unders. When people are really struggling with double unders, and they just consistently pick up a rope every day and whip themselves to pieces, the best thing they can do is not touch a rope for 2 weeks, because they need to forget all the stuff they're doing and just start again, because what they're doing isn't working, all right? So the deload phase is absolutely crucial because it lets us start again, but instead, so we've spent 3 months progressing up here, and then when we have a deload phase, we're just gonna drop a little bit. We're not gonna go back down to where we started. You're just gonna drop a little bit, but then you improve again and go up, okay? Another really, really crucial part of this deload phase is it lets muscles, joints, and connective tissues have time to recover, okay? All those heavy squats, deadlifts, bits and pieces like that, as good as they are for your muscles will strengthen quicker than your joints and your connective tissues. So, you know, where your muscles end up joining to your bones, they take a little bit longer to come up to strength with that. And if we're not careful, we can end up sort of tearing muscles, tearing tendons, injuring joints, knees, elbows, shoulders, things like that, okay? So we need to have a deload phase where they can just have some time off and put the strength in, repair, and then they're ready for that next phase where they're like, right, I'm good. I've had 2 weeks in Butlins, I'm all good, let's go, let's smash it again, okay? But if you don't have that deload phase and you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, they will give in on you at some point. It could take 6 months, it could take a year, 2 years. They need time off, okay? So that deload phase is absolutely crucial, okay? In my eyes, more important than the training itself, right? You need to have rest just as much as you need to train. So hopefully that's explained our strength cycles a little bit and how they're going to go. And obviously in between that strength cycle, we're going to be working and improving your gymnastics all the way through. So when we get to the test phase, you'll see those have gone up as well, okay? But with the gymnastics and certain bits like that, that's a hell of a lot more about us getting in and coaching you and helping you improve and tweaking little bits that you're doing, and also working on certain different bits. So for instance, there's a lot of people that won't be able to do ring dips, but for those that can, I want to push them on that, because I want to hopefully down the line end up giving them nice, good, safe ring muscle ups where they can get to the top of the ring, being nice and tight and strong and safe and get the press out. So without waffling too much, hopefully that's explained a little bit about how the strength cycle works. So now you've got a better idea of when you're just turning up to classes and being like, why am I lifting this? Well, I won't put that weight on. I don't feel like it today. I won't put this on. I won't put that on. You just need to put on what's been programmed, put the weights on. If you're not quite feeling it that day, come and have a word with the coach and we'll look. We'll see whether you're getting any niggles. We'll see whether you just need a bit of a man up pill and crack on with it. But that's what you're paying us for. So just speak to your coaches, let them know what's going on, but we'll get you through it, and I can pretty much guarantee that you will get stronger, you will get PBs and ollies, you will get fitter, but you just got to stick to what's wrote on the board or on the TV now that we use BoxMate. Okay guys, so hopefully see you in the gym, either in classes or open gym.